Hey, good afternoon everyone. Alex over here with RV Dynasty. I got a special one for y'all today. 2024 Rogue Vengeance 4007 G2. It's a little bright out here. I forgot my shadies, but sorry about that. Let's go ahead and check this out. It's a pretty darn sweet one. And I can really appreciate these toy haulers. They're a certified only toy hauler. They're putting all their continuous improvements straight at toy haulers to make them the best that they can be, versus, you know, figuring out how to turn their fifth wheels into toy haulers. Changes the frame, changes the chassis, lots of improvements to be made. But first things first, just look how gorgeous they are. Foam block insulated, vacuum bonded, you know, really strong walls here. That aerodynamic cap up here has a really cool look to it there. You know, let everybody know you're coming down the road with the big old thing. But lots of great stuff in here. One of the big things here, check this out. This is your pass-through here. And the thing that's nice about this is, what you'll notice is you got your doors on the side, but this is going to be your bed here. Usually you would find this spot to be your generator, but this is the drop frame chassis, or Power Max, I think they might call it. So your generator is actually going to be down here underneath. You got 3 levels. So 1 level, 2 level, 3. The reason they do this is it redistributes your weight, but also it puts this generator 2 floors below where you're going to be sleeping at, and that's just going to make it nice and quiet, and you're not going to hear that generator quite as much, which, you know, is very thoughtful what they did. And you know, other than just being able to sleep quietly, the amount of storage space that they gave you with this system here is just unreal. You even got tie downs in there, lights, so you can check everything out. Let's come down here. We're on cable slides, which have really been leading the pack. They're easy to change if anything does happen, God forbid. They're reliable. They're cheap, they're inexpensive, they're way less than hydraulics. Big slide or pass through. We got ground control 3.0 on here with the auto level. Here's for your lights. Well, other side slides out for your docks or something maybe. Composite flooring and sidewalls on your slides, which is always handy. Propane, we got some propane. So in here, while we're in here, this is nice. They got electric leveling jacks on here. A lot of the time you see hydraulics. Hydraulics are expensive. Hydraulics are all in line. And if one thing goes wrong with hydraulics, pretty much all of your things can go wrong with hydraulics because they're all in a system. So electric leveling, they did a lot of things that if you are out away from everybody else, they want to make sure that you're able to get back. So you can actually crank these up if anything happens, which is a nice manual override there. And as we go through, you'll also see a lot of other things that just add to the benefits of this, as far as being able to get back to where you're coming from and make sure the camping weekend is the easiest possible for you. So here, we're gonna have our docking station. It's locked up right now. See, we'll come back around, black tank flush. Underneath here, we can see we're gonna have one outlet, poles, cable on the big slides as well. It's not going nowhere. Down here, look at these rims. Pretty darn sweet, pretty darn big. And they're on 8K axles, 7K axles. Secondary drain out there. But the nice thing is where they position these at, they're gonna make sure that your weight's distributed when you're really hauling some big stuff. Fuel station here. It's gonna be locked up, I believe. There we go. Got the nozzle drip so you don't get any vapors or buildup in there. You can add that in. Read your levels. So the nice thing about that is if we go back to that Yamaha generator up there, those are all the jazz right now. But a lot of people who just have fifth wheels and don't have toy haulers are mad that they can't get them. And the thing about that is because the MPCs are one of the only gas generators on the market right now. Most of them are going to run off LP. Being in line with your fuel station, you're going to be able to get access to that great generator, and it's just going to make easy fill ups, one and done. auto shut off, so that way you don't run out of gas in the middle of the night. Going back around the back here, I mean, 10 out of 10 on the style points at the least. We got a backup camera there, some lighting. Going around the side, got your leash latch, your thermofoil windows. We'll back up so you can get a good look here. But they are just incredible. 45 foot long, well, 45, maybe 6 inches. Go ahead, take a look up inside. Going up the solid steps, those are a must. Here we are, 13,293 on the drive, 45 and 4 on the length. And then if you're ready for this part, let's get on in here. I mean, initially, the walk in, I mean, they don't pay enough attention to these Vengeance Rogues. There's a lot of other ones, but these ones are so overlooked, and they should be looked at a lot more harder. They're a little newer, a little less heard of, but they do everything right, and they're very thoughtful. And like I said again, they are solely a toy hauler facility, so they're improving in ways that other people aren't thinking about. We got a pocket bath back here. They're one of the only ones that I've seen do this. It's a loft on some struts. It goes up if you want to encapsulate some gear. You got nets if you want to be able to access it still, because you got speakers and ducts everywhere. You got your own AC in the back here. It's still going to be in line with the rest. This is another thing that I talked about, you know, as far as getting stranded out there. So if you got the electric happy jack, however they might call it, they can break, and then you're stuck and you can't get your gear up, and no one's going to leave their side-by-side dirt bikes or whatever out there. So being on struts is nice. You just push up on the front. See how easy that was? And then push up the back, and we got strutted beds. It sounds like, you know, electronic, the chain drives would be the upgrade, but I mean, when you really think about the practicalness and what you're going to be doing, it's going to make a lot of sense to be able to get home from when you get done with the weekend. So you're going to have all kinds of observations on here. You're going to have rear, side, and then a cool one is, if we walk up here like this one right here. You might ask yourself, why is there a TV or a camera in the garage? Well, have you ever loaded up your toys, went down the road, about 5 minutes later, you're pulling off to the side of the road because you got to check on your gear. So having that, you're going to be able to check your gear from the car, which means you're going to stop less, you're going to have less worries, and you're going to be able to hit the road running. But lots of great things in the garage here. We were at 14.5 feet on the length. We've got the Durapoxy flooring, which is a really nice look, getting away from the diamond plated rubber. It's also very strong too. You can spill oil, you can wipe that right up. You can hardly, I mean, from what I hear, you can't scratch the stuff. So it's definitely a game changer as far as, you know, that next level of, you know, a luxury appealing floor, but very practical. The tie downs are straight into the steel chassis, and those are going to be 5,000 pounds each. There's going to be 9 of them in here, so plenty. 2 doors, one back here, one in the front, obviously. Coming back around now. Wow. I mean, wow. It's gorgeous. Power seat here. So this is super comfy, but down here, you can massage, you can heat, you got some lights, all kinds of cool stuff, and then you got a pull tab for the reclining. Great workspace over here. I mean, just say you're on the road, you're trying to rip and run, but you still got some work to do. Makes for a great office. All kinds of storage. That's really a big standout, because you'll find the perfect RV out there, wow, and not have enough storage. And it's always a bummer, it's always a killer, and it just goes back to telling you, you know, asking yourself if the thoughtfulness of who's designing these and who's really thinking about what's going to be the best performance, best camping experience for their clients. And as an RV buyer, you should want them to do the same. So looking at the little things really is what's going to make it you know if it's good or not as far as what you can't see. You know, if they're thoughtful in all the ways that they're going through things, there's practical applications to things, you know, things that just make sense. Let you know what a company's about, and I can appreciate that. Huge kitchen, all solid countertops here. Great efficiency. I mean, you can just do a 360 spin and you're cooking dinner, you know. So hear me again. So look at this big old microwave. I know it's as big as the TV over there, huh? Not quite 50 inches, but golly, looks like it. It can really do everything. You can do all the heats, grills, bakes, broils, roast, air fry, I believe is going on in there too. And it's massive. It's huge. And who doesn't love some convenience when you're camping? If you maybe want to hunker down and do a little more cooking, 3-burner, really nice stove, Gerard, great sink, deep basin, black farm stainless steel. Fuses, always important, easy access there. There we go, boom. You can check your relays, check your fuses. There's also some detectors in there for CO2 and lead and such. The details are just great, look at it. They do some really cool stuff. Going up the stairs here, we got the zebra blinds. Maybe you want it dark, maybe you don't. However you want it. So, before we get there, let's go to the bathroom. So in the bathroom here, we got a porcelain toilet, a Furrion, you're gonna really enjoy this, a hot water heater, tankless. So if you like 105-degree showers, you set that bad boy at 105, 110, you're gonna have the smack dab same shower every single time. It's gonna be great. The wall is a really great looking one. It's even got a texture to it just for that extra appeal. And you wanna see something here, look at this shower. It's big, but it's also really tall. One thing that they know is RVs just aren't as tall as they should be. And with that Paramax drop frame chassis, you're actually getting more interior height in here. You're looking at 6.5 feet walking in the bedroom. So that's a real big thing. If you're taller, you know, I'm 6 foot and I am not too close to the ceiling. I could jump and probably not hit my head. But in the bedroom here, they did a lot of things. And you might say, hey, it looks just like a normal bedroom, right? Well, you got a great chest of walls, or wall of chest here. Big wardrobes. But that's on a slide out, so you're gonna get a lot of bedroom room, tons of storage space, extra space, have you. But what's nice when you're looking in here is the thing that always comes up is making the bed. You know, a lot of times they'll have half the bed tucked into that headboard and you can't even make the bed. So they made enough space here so you can walk, you can get up there, you can make your bed. You got some 110s, you got some reading lights, you got some nice appeal going on. Tons of overhead space. These are really cool. They're black glass, but they're not see-through, and those just really give it that great look. So this is one of those adjustable beds. I don't believe it's a sleep number, but it is adjustable. All kinds of goodies going on here. Let you take a gander if you can really see much. Pretty sure I pointed out the majority of it. Only things that we didn't get to was maybe the party patio because it's kind of cold out there. But really enjoyable. And I would say, just because I really appreciate that they're solely a toy hauler factory, you know, they really deserve that big look at to really get the best product. And the best product isn't always the most expensive now, but it's the one that's going to make sure you're going to have the most enjoyable time camping. And personally, these are my favorite toy haulers we have out here. They're my favorite that we've seen because they just do everything right. I'm from a factory, so I really believe in continuous improvement, and they hit the nail on the head. Everything that you can go through, you look at things like, how can I use this? How does this benefit me? There's something to everything in here. And that's just nice, you know. But there's some things that maybe I don't tell you. Maybe some of the finer details. I really just want to give you an initial look at it. Show you how nice and pretty and great these things really are. But if you are liking something like this, The reason I might not get into the littler stuff is because, well, I would hope that you would reach out and maybe, you know, we could chat about it, because we have these, but we have a lot of other ones too. And at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that you get the best one for you that's going to fit everything you're looking for, what you're looking to do, what kind of budget you got. We're here to help any way we can. But that's not my job here right now. My job is to show you everything that you've been looking for. And I know RV research is not easy. So if you have any questions regarding this, other Forest River products, Ember, Winnebago, Palomino, any kind of motorhomes, we were a big Four Winds, Thor, Winnebago motorized, we got them. And I would love to do the same for you that I'm doing here on this, to give you that great look at what camping's gonna feel like and how it would look in some of these different motorhomes, toy haulers, trailers, anything like that. So just reach out. We're friendly, we're nice. I'm not gonna sell you nothing at all. I hope you buy what you're looking for though, what you've been searching for and what you can't seem to find because somebody else just wants to sell you one. And that means they ain't on the right one. So yeah, please like, subscribe, follow along for more. I'll keep putting them out, and heck, even if you don't like the trailer I'm showing, I hope you enjoy just hanging out with me and getting to know Alex here. Always feel free to give me a call. My number is 765-689-8815. Out here in good old Bunker Hill, Indiana. And it's winter, it's slow, and we're just waiting to help you out. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. Baby came along perfectly. She's beautiful. And couldn't be more blessed. But stay tuned and please come follow along. Thanks, everyone. Bye.